Welcome to Valley of the Kings, Egypt. The Valley of the Kings lies on the west bank of Luxor, tucked away among the desert hills, right where the ancient Egyptians believed the journey to the afterlife began.
How they believe in afterlife? Because they believe the sun every day, life, and then die, and tomorrow the sun come back again. They call it in their way rebirth of the sun. Sun rebirth. So from rebirthing of the sun, they get the idea for resurrection for humans. I mean, after we die, one day we come back like sun come back.
The pharaoh's tomb was usually started early in his reign, so the longer he ruled, the bigger, deeper, and more elaborate his tomb could become. Merneptah is the son of Ramses II. His tomb is one of the longest in the valley, over 160 meters deep. In the burial chamber stands a massive granite sarcophagus, the innermost of three. Merneptah's mummified body was protected by layers of stone, but like many royal tombs, his tomb was looted as his mummy was later found elsewhere. This is where the famous Tutankhamun is buried. Although his tomb is small and modest due to his short life, it's truly special because it was discovered almost intact in its original state. This is the tomb of Ramses IX. A long, gently sloping corridor leads down, with colorful and well-preserved scenes from the Book of the Underworld on the walls. Ramses IX might not have been the most famous pharaoh, but his tomb is surprisingly impressive. Walking through it was quite an experience. After the pharaoh died, his soul was brought in front of the divine court. There, Anubis placed his heart on the scales and weighed it against the feather of truth. If the heart was light, pure and free of sin, he was granted eternal life in the afterlife. But if it was too heavy, full of wrongdoing, a creature called the Devourer would destroy his soul forever.
The 14 judges.
This is the tomb of Ramses III. It's huge, colorful, and feels like it goes on forever. The walls are covered with gods, rituals, and mythological scenes, and the decorations are still in surprisingly good condition. If you enjoyed this little time travel into the world of the pharaohs, feel free to subscribe and join me on the next adventure.